unbelievable. A danger to any tournament that he plays in.
One.
So we've got
Mr.
Denis
Grabe.
kicking us off.
Good break.
Grabe down the middle, 9 balls close.
Yeah, the 9 ball wasn't far away there, Carl. It got kicked off the 2. Millimetres away from going in that corner pocket, but Denis, well, he may chase at this 9 ball. It's dangerous because you can scratch. The 4-8 is a combo if you get that far. What do you play, Carl?
Well, Grabo's through, so he can pretty much do what he wants.
Yeah, he's dying to go for this one.
Go for it, Grabe, come on.
Well, he's going the more difficult route if he plays the 1 onto the 9. I think I'd be clipping off it. Well, he's going to have a go. Hold on to your hats.
Oh, it was close, wasn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it wasn't far away. Just look at where he's left the 1. A perfect opportunity to bring the 4 and 8 into play. That wasn't far away at all. Well, Alex decided not to bring the 4 and 8 into play. Must think it's a straightforward combination shot. And on table 2 we have Mark Beasterbosch and Yasmin Aushin.
No extension allowed.
Why?
Fortunski's through to the semi-finals again. He's played 6, won 4, so another good day. Denis Grabe is also through. He's played 5, won 4, so regardless what happens in this match, he's through. Kazakis played 4, won 3. Billy Thorpe, well, he's played 5 and won 2.
Well, Alex can't play for laughing here. He's asked for an extension, and John Lehman, our referee, has gone, no, you've used your extension, but he hasn't. So, after a little confrontation, he's realised that he's made a mistake and reset the clock, and then Alex has just burst out laughing.
Okay.
And I think that's part of the reason he's just missed the combination.
Nice shot from Grabe. You might have heard us early on in the day in the comms. We was kind of, I think Chris picked Denis, I picked Kazakis, and our buddy Michael McMullen picked Billy Thorpe. We'll let you off with that one, Michael.
Well, that's a little bit harsh.
I'm joking. Grabe misses the 6 in the side. Well, he was up there. He was up off that quick. You were like a kangaroo on a trampoline, Chris.
Don't be nicking the sayings, sir.
I have extension or no?
He's having another joke about the extension. I don't think either of them know if they've got an extension or not.
Well, you can tell Grabo's qualified because he never smiles at the pool table.
Oh, he's miscued.
What is going on here?
What a comedy of errors this is.
Oh, it's going to be one of them matches, you can just tell. As I said, they're very good friends. They travel around the world together. They go on holiday together. They share the room together. So after about 3 attempts each, Denis Grabe, he'll be swinging this 8-ball round 3 to 4 rails.
Yeah, that's nicely onto the 9-ball there for Denis. Good positional play. Denis has his 9-ball to take the first rack.
(1-0) to Grabo. Yasmin Ocean's played 5-1-2. She's in a battle with Mark Bijsterbosch. She's played 4-1-2. She needs to win that match. There she is. She's got a small chance here. It's a thin shot. She needs to control the cue ball.
Well, what a poor miss that is for Jasmine Ocean. She was trying to hold the cue ball. Obviously trying to pop 7 into the right hand part of the pocket. And that's why she's missed.
Yeah, we said it was going to be a tight group, didn't we, Chris? And there's only Casper who, you know, he's not won a match yet today, so he's 100% out. And Yasmin needs to win. Billy Thorpe needs to win, and he's going to go down to the last game, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's only Denis who I think's guaranteed to be through.
Fortunski's played 6-1-4. He's already through. He's the only player through at the minute because he's finished all his games.
Wingball John. Not living up to his nickname there.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because when me and Albin was commentating on Jasmine's match, there was quite a few dry breaks, so we were just wondering if the table isn't racking as tight as it once did.
Yeah, possibly. They're breaking from the left-hand side of the table. They're right as we look. Most of the players are breaking from the right side. So Denis and Misko are the 2 names that are through to the semi-final. And it could still be a possible 2 from 4. Nice shot there by Alex. Well, they were very unfortunate to leave the gap there. Has Denis left the gap? Not quite sure he has. It's very tight. He's having a long look at it.
Attention, please.
Well, he had left the gap. And there certainly isn't one this time. Denis is going to have to kick at this 1 ball. He needs a little bit of help to get away with it. He'll probably try and make it into the left corner. Not sure he can go off the left cushion. Well, is there a gap?
Extension.
Extension, please.
Denis Grabe, been on the European pool scene for some time. He's got a little look of Screech off Saved by the Bell, does Dennis? That's who I think of when I look at him. He's a funny guy, isn't he, Chris?
He is, and it's funny you say that, Carl, because there's a young guy who plays on the English pool circuit called Aaron Davis, former world finalist, and he's an absolute spitting image of him. Maybe they could be long lost brothers.
Yeah, it sounds like Graybo's got a doppelganger in England. So the 2-ball goes, and that is pretty good from Mr. Kazakis. Over on table 2, Mark Bijsterbosch. She's 1-0 up against Yasmin Ocean. She needs to win that match. She's not quite been at the races today as Yasmin. She's missed a lot of balls. And of course she came into this event on day 7. So she only gets one shot at it. Kazakis couldn't see the potting angle, so he played safe.
Well, I think he could have potted it, Carl. It was just a position on the 3-ball. And he's not played that great because he's left a simple 1 or 2 rail kick. Not quite as easy to get distance because of the 3 and the 8. Well, he's going for the jump shot.
Graybo's going airborne as he fluked the 3.
No, but he's fluked the cue ball, and this is not easy to hit.
Yeah, in the pool world, you'll see here, you might see Dennis just tap the table with his cue. In other cue sports, that means good shot. There you see, that's like a way of apologising in our form of pool.
Nice shot there by Alex, but he stuck it up. And the 3 balls hanging over the pocket, so one good pot on the 2. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the American pool players, Carl, some of them don't apologise when they get a fluke. Just carry on like they actually made it.
Yeah, I'm not
or
so
meant it, should I say.
Well, I don't know, is that why they're doing it, or is it just a case of, well, it's just part of the game, so they just carry on, sit down, and maybe they just do that against you, pal.
Quite possibly, I'm not quite sure, but it does happen. And that's a nice little shot there by Dennis. Good pace, good position. Probably play this 4-ball into the side pocket and run into the 7-ball. Well, he's going into the top, is he? Well, I'm very surprised he played that, but he made it. It's automatic position to get from the 5 to the 6. These 3 balls for Dennis to take a 2-0 lead in this race to 5.
So Dennis is free stroke and he knows he's through. His opponent, he's not quite through yet, so if he does go on to lose this match, he's got a little bit of work to do and things are heating up. 2-0, Denis Grabe. So Chris, you've qualified on day 1. You've watched a lot of the pool and you know, you've been doing your fair share of commentary. Are you impressed by what you've seen? Are you worried?
Yeah, it's been great, to be honest. You know, splits a day up good. get to learn a little bit as well, watching how everybody breaks and seeing which side of the table breaks best and how they're hitting the break, are the cut breaking, hitting the break straight on. So it's been a learning curve really for me. And 9 ball's one of them games where you never do stop learning. When you think you've seen it all, there's always something else. Been very impressed with Albin, to be honest, after he dropped his head a little bit after the first few days, and I was really happy to see him get through yesterday. I actually texted him and said, you know, I'm really pleased that you got through, because it must have been a real nightmare for him coming back day after day when he was so close.
Back over to table 1, Denis Grabe. Well, he's breaking in the 3rd rack, and
number 3.
he must be feeling pretty good about himself and his day's play.
And another dry break from Wimball John. What is going on, Carl?
Yeah, Wingball John, as he's known on tour. Well, there was no wing ball then, was there? So Kazakis is at the table after a dry break.
Yeah, and that's the last 2 breaks that have been dry. It doesn't happen too often. The tables may need retapping for tomorrow.
There you see Alex plays with a small extension on the back of his cue. About a 3-inch extension. Some of the players in the modern era have decided to start doing that. Chris, is that something you've tried or something you're not really bothered about?
Well, to be honest, I actually used it when I won the Whirlpool Series, when I beat Jason in the final. And I thought, oh, this is a good move, and then I played the tournament after and I couldn't make a ball. So I just thought, you know, stop messing about, just play how you've always played, use a normal cue, don't mess about with the extensions, the gloves and all the gimmicks.
Yeah, Jason Shaw uses an extremely long cue, doesn't he really? It must be over 60 inches, his cue.
Yeah, I think it's an 8-inch extension he uses on the back of the cue, and I think Shane Van Bonen does as well, and you know, that's his own personal preference for them guys.
Foul.
Well, that was a little bit unlucky from Dennis. He made a good hit on the 2 ball and just scratched in the side pocket. The 2 wasn't far from going in.
So with ball in hand, can Kazakis finally get off the board in this match? If you are new to pool, if a player scratches or fouls, the incoming player gets ball in hand and you can literally put the ball where you want.
I'm just looking at our other table. Jasmine Ocean has 7, 8 and 9 to go 1 rack each in a massive match for her. She's got to win this one to stand any chance of finishing in the top 4.
There you see Alex just double checking where he wants the cue ball. Important that he leaves a nice angle on the purple 5. Eight ball is sitting absolutely perfect. 7 balls up top of the table, so this is all just all natural positional shots and connect the dots.
Nice shot there from Alex. Got into the cue ball well. Good position on the 6. Doesn't have to do much from 8 to 9. So you can only see this rack going one way. Tell you what I have noticed, Carl, he likes to squeak the chalk on his cue. Have you noticed that one?
Yeah, when he chalks it you can hear it, can't you? Let's see if we can... Sure, we'll pick up on that at some point. Maybe he's using a hard tip. Well, it's 2-1. He's got his first rack on the board in this match. The best of friends. It's a close one. We'll see you soon.
One thing's guaranteed, that shot will appear on plenty of highlight reels.
Whoa, did he split the wicket? What a beautiful shot that was. What a beautiful execution.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it's best if you get up to the table and just hit the ball.
Sporting events should not be held until there are no new cases.
Well, that's right up there with the... No crowd, but who needs them? Just in terms of pure potting ability, he's just one of the best we've ever seen.
Oh my word. Incredible.
What a power-packed partnership it is. Start the engraving process.
Welcome back to Milton Keynes for this year's inaugural Predator Championship League Pool event. 19 players started this tournament. 3 lady players were invited. We've unfortunately lost 2 of them and 1 remains. She's currently playing on table 2. She's 1-1 with Mark Bijsterbosch, looking like going 2-1 up. Currently on table 1. Denis Grabe, he's qualified already for the semi-finals. He's playing his good buddy Alex Kazakis. Joining me for this match is Christopher, the shotmaker Mellin.
Yeah, and it's important that Alex wins this game because he's won 3 matches so far. But if Yasmin was to win this, she will have won 3 out of 6.
Rack number 4. Current score is 2-1. Mr. Grabe, Mr. Kazakis to break.
Still breaking from over that side of the table, Chris. Any particular reason you think they are? Just...
I think it's just personal preference, and yet again, no wing ball.
Well, this is what I'm getting at. Why are they staying over there? I don't really understand it.
Well, I'm not quite sure why it's not going in. I mean, we've seen all week that the wing ball flies in 99 times out of 100. And for some reason, from that side of the table, it's not going. And look at this table. It's a very scruffy table.
Push out.
So Grabo plays the push. Alex can play the shot, or he can pass it back. Yeah, there's a load of balls down the bottom left of the table, so there'll be some fun and games. Actually, it doesn't look too bad as long as you get on the 2 right, because I think the 3 goes. There could be a combo after that, so...
Yeah, but there might not be if Alex develops the 4, 7 and 3 here. Well, it's not too bad. This could end up being a very long game.
Extension, please.
Denis just going to clip off the 1 ball. Probably try and leave distance. I'm not quite sure what he's played, but he might have had a half a result.
Needs this cue ball to slow down.
Well, if he isn't on it, he's got a real good safety. Can screw the ball in behind the 7 into the pink 4 and leave Denis in a world of trouble. If he can pot the 2, he may be able to slow roll it. Well, he's not played it as good as he can. He needed that 2 ball away from that corner pocket. I would expect Denis to get out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, would the player ever play a deliberate here?
I don't really think there's any need to play a deliberate foul. I think you may as well try and get out of this. But I'm going to try and play 2 or 3 rails, side cush, side cush. Well, he missed that by a long, long way.
Foul.
Alex needs the cue ball on the bottom rail, really, after this positional shot.
Yeah, I think I'd actually prefer Carl to pot the 2 ball in the left-hand corner pocket, the opposite one to what he's playing now. Follow the cue ball off the side rail, bottom rail, and flick the 7 away. Probably a more difficult shot, but I think it offers more reward. Well, he's had a right touch there. That is perfect. He can play the 3-7 combo now, and he could actually play it in such a way that he makes a 7 and the 4 ball in the same shot in the same pocket. Well, he's not even attempted it. I'm very surprised he didn't go for that. I know it's a good safety and I know he's got him safe, but one good shot here from Denis and Alex is going to be in deep trouble.
Yasmin Ocean on table 2 has just absolutely crunched the break. That's 2-2 over there. So the safety from Kazakis pays off. He's now got a shot at this 3 ball and a chance to run the rack.
Oh, and that's a terrible miss from Kazakis. Glorious chance there and just tightened up on the shot a little bit.
I've seen that all week, you know, where they're playing them balls in open play quite hard, and if they just catch the point, they rattle. And you know, we've spoke about the shelf on these pockets, you know, they're quite deep, and them type of shots have been hanging up all week. Denis plays a nice positional shot there to get on this pink 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, Carl, that is a brilliant shot to get position like that on the 4. And he's not hanging around, he's getting on with this one.
Well, he has got a semi-final spot due later on tonight, so he wants his little coffee tea break after this match.
Well, I've got to ask you, Carl, are you missing it?
Hand on heart, I can't say I am, no. I've been asked it a few times more when I was at the Moscone. When I'm there, sometimes you think, you know, that arena, and when certainly in 2019 when, you know, I just went over to work the event for Matchroom, and the crowd, it was the most... The crowd usually in America is usually, it can be quite European, but in 2019 it was, you know, the American fans really showed up that year, and it was all American. It was probably the best atmosphere I've ever seen in a Moscone Cup in America, and there's a few times where you're thinking, I'd like to be out there, but you know, when you're not playing any of the events, and that's kind of what you've chose to do, you don't really think about it, and I don't really feel like I'm missing out on anything. I feel like I've played in it enough. Over to table 2, Yasmin needs a win. Also, Mark needs a win because he's played 4, 1, 2. This is a tight old group, this one.
Yeah, and if Mark wins this match, then Yasmin Ocean doesn't have a chance to get to the top 4.
Just to go back to what you were saying, Chris, maybe one day I might screw the old 2 pieces of wood together and hit some form of ball in something. Who knows?
Well, the word on the street is that you're a pretty handy dart player.
I think I've given you a few beatings over the years, to be fair. We've not played that many times, have we? We've played a few. I mean, I certainly wouldn't, you know, be excited about putting the queue together and, you know, playing like on a Euro tour or anything like that. I'm a bit busy for that. I'm not going to get excited about that. But, you know, this event never really played in anything like this. You're getting a lot of pool, a lot of value.
It needs a 1 ball to hold up, and it has. And finally, a ball off the break.
Yeah, no more dry break. Wing ball John has got his act together. Super nice guy, John. He's a good laugh whenever you see him in the, you know, passing in the hotel. He's always chatting away, and Graybo's going close to the scratch. Been a bit fortunate.
Yeah, he's been very fortunate there. I mean, cue ball should be nowhere near that side pocket Or corner pocket even. Should have been coming somewhere near the 9 ball. Play the 2 in the top corner, and he can make it, but it looks like a straight scratch in the top corner pocket. Should he go for it in the side? He's just looking whether he can play the 2 in the side and hold the cue ball from going in off, and maybe play a bank on the 3, but this is really risky.
We're on table 2. Mark Bites the Bosch is at the table. He's leading Yasmin 3-2. He's got a pretty good chance and he needs to get a win there. That will be Yasmin's last match. If she loses that match, she's out of the tournament. Casper's gone. He's played 5. He's had no wins, I'm afraid. It's not been his day. But it was nice to see a fresh player and some young blood in the game, Chris.
Yeah, always nice to see some of the younger generation coming through, and you know, like we spoke about earlier, he's a good player. He beat Joshua Filler in the World 9 Ball Championships. You don't do that by not being a good player. But that is an awful safety shot from Alexander Kazakis.
Yeah, Joshua Filler should have been in this event, tested positive to COVID. I'm sure and his wife Pia have been watching all these matches. They're big pool fans, so whether they're here or not, they'll be tuning in, and we wish them the best, and I'm sure we'll see you soon.
I take it you haven't heard the news that they had another test and he passed negative?
No, I didn't. I've not heard that one.
Yeah, it was on Instagram, on his own Instagram.
Well, at least he's giving you boys a chance.
Yeah, it's always nice to give us all a chance.
You can just see Graybo's free stroking now. He knows he's through. He's all relaxed. He's loving life right now. He's got a semi-finals. Of course, he's only coming to the event today, Chris.
Yeah, and I did say I fancied him to get through. He's just one of them players. He's a rhythm player. If he starts potting the balls, and he's hard to stop. Well, he won't be happy with that. He's dead straight on the 7. He could have done with a little angle just to punch the cue ball slightly off the rail. Still relatively easy. But you don't really want to be taking these to finish off the game.
Well, these are a little bit easier when you're 3-1 up and you've qualified, as opposed to you need this for your life. Graybo stays still, slots the 9 in the heart of the pocket. He's on the hill. 4-1 to Denis Grabe. Alex Kazakis has played 4-1-3, so if he does go on to lose this match, he'll have one remaining match. And he will be playing Billy Thorpe. And they're coming up right after this on table 1, so that's going to be interesting. When me and Chris need to do a little bit of working out with the old racks 1 and stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Alex, if he loses this match, will be played 5-1-3, and they'll be around the 22-21 racks 1. Billy will have played 5-1-2, but if he does beat Alex, he'll be on 24, so go above him. And so will Bisterbosch if he wins this match against Yasmin. Sorry,
Chris. Bisterbosch is 4-2 up against Yasmin on table 2. And if he wins that match, he'll have played 5-1-3, and he'll be on 22 racks 1.
Mr. Kazakis, 2 breaks.
Alex Kazakis, he's breaking in the 6th. swapped back over to the opposite side, and for me, that is definitely the place to be breaking from. The wing ball seems to be wired from that side of the table, but he's no shot on the one.
Yeah, it's just not happening for Alex in this game. He's made 1 or 2 glaring mistakes, and the game just seems to be punishing him. Maybe able to see the one ball, but I'm pretty sure he can't make it.
So Alex plays thin off it, and this isn't going to work. He's going to leave a shot for Denis, and it's not an easy one.
Yeah, he's been a bit fortunate there, leaving Denis bridging over the 4. I think he can make it. I'm just wondering if he might go for the bank shot on the 1, Carl. Well, he went for the cut. At first glance, not left Alex a lot. Looks like Alex may have played the snooker in behind the 2.
Yasmin Ocean's at the table. She's got 2 balls left to pull that match back. Unfortunately, if she comes back and wins, she'll have won 3 out of her 6 matches, but I don't think it's enough to qualify. My co-commentator won 3 out of 6 matches and qualified on Monday, so that just shows you 3 wins might not be enough.
And Yasmin pots the 9 to make it 4-3. Still game on in that match. Oh, and Denis has had an unbelievable rub of the ball there.
Wow, look
that
at
is
this.
Unreal.
It's the spin on the cue ball. Watch the spin here. It just spins past the 6.
Wow, if it didn't have that spin, it was never going to snooker him. It would have cannoned into the 6.
And it doesn't matter for Denis because he's already through, but
Attention, please.
Mr. Kazakis, well, he won't find the funny side of that, let me tell you.
Well, this is going to have to be a brilliant jump shot. He's very close to the 6. Got to get it up and down quickly.
He's playing the dart jump shot. He should be on the PDC Tour after that.
Well, he should be on the golf course. The old up and down there. What a shot this is. For me, that is the shot of the tournament.
Yeah, that is a lovely shot when you hold the jump cue that way. It's what we call the dart shot, and it doesn't get any easier because, as you can see, he's got awkward cueing, and this is a thin one.
Wow.
Foul.
He's forgot to hit the 2 ball.
From his greatest shot to his worst.
Yeah, certainly one extreme to the other there. Unbelievable jump shot on the 1 ball. Follows it up with a relatively easy 2 ball, you would say. And you can't see Denis going wrong here. Couple of nice positional shots and this match is all over. Nicely onto the 8. Probably use 2 rails, top rail, side rail, and come into the 9 ball. Well, he's overrun this. He's overrun it by quite somewhere.
Yeah, he was kind of insinuating a big bounce, but didn't look like a big bounce to me. It looked like he just hit it too hard, to be honest.
Well, I was speaking to Jasmine earlier and Albin, and they were saying that the top rail and the bottom rail are starting to ping, they're starting to bounce a little bit. That's just because they're getting worn in, and we've been playing on the tables for over a week.
So there's the 9. Denis Grabe is your group winner. He finishes top of the group. Of course, he's through to the semi-finals. Next up is a big match. It's USA's Billy Thorpe. Alex Kazakis